G'day mates. Take a look outside. It looks peaceful enough, doesn't it? But right now, as you're watching this, there are blokes in suits down in Canberra finalising exactly how much of your hard-earned money they're going to keep this year. The May federal budget is just days away, and if there's one thing I've learned in 60 years on this earth, it's this. By the time the Treasurer stands up at the dispatch box on budget night, the deal is already done. If you wait until the news headlines hit on Wednesday morning to react, you've already lost. The 2026 budget is shaping up to be a massive one. Between the cost of living crisis, the housing shortage, and the RBA breathing down everyone's neck, the government is about to move the goalposts. Today, I'm giving you the pre-budget briefing. I'm walking you through the 3 specific things you need to look at right now before the clock strikes midnight on budget night to protect your wallet and maybe even come out ahead.
The first thing we need to talk about is your taxable income. There are strong rumors that the government is looking to tweak the tax brackets again to pay for their spending promises. If you are a business owner, a freelancer, or someone who can control when you receive your income, you need to be very careful. If tax rates are set to go up or brackets are shrinking in the next financial year, you want to bring as much income as possible into this year. Conversely, if they announce a surprise middle-class tax cut, you might want to delay that big invoice or that bonus until July 1st. I've seen blokes get hit with a $5,000 tax surprise simply because they didn't pay attention to the timing. Check with your accountant this week. Don't wait for the budget speech to find out you're in a higher bracket than you thought.
Now, let's talk about the favourite piggy bank of every treasurer in history, your superannuation. There is a lot of chatter about the government lowering the threshold for the Division 293 tax, or putting new caps on how much you can have in a tax-free pension account. For those of us in the retired Aussie bracket, or those of us closing in on it, this is a massive deal. If you have carry-forward concessional contributions left over from the last 5 years, now is the time to look at using them. Once the budget is handed down, they can change the rules for the next financial year instantly. If you've got a lump sum sitting in a lazy bank account, putting it into your super before the potential June 30 changes, which are often signalled in the May budget, could save you thousands in 15% tax versus your marginal rate. Don't let the government decide what happens to your retirement fund. You decide.
Every year, the media starts screaming that this is the year they kill negative gearing, or this is the year they change capital gains tax. While it's unlikely they'll scrap it entirely in an election cycle, they often tweak the edges. They might limit the number of properties you can gear, or change the depreciation rules for new builds. If you are planning on buying an investment property, do not panic buy this weekend just because of a rumour. That's how you end up with a lemon in a bad suburb. However, if you already own a property, make sure your paperwork is 100% up to date. If they announce changes to grandfather existing investments, you want to make sure your investment is clearly documented as being held before the budget date. Documentation is your shield.
Finally, expect the Treasurer to announce some cost of living relief. Maybe it's an energy rebate, maybe it's a tweak to the childcare subsidy. Here is the retired Aussie advice. Don't spend it before you get it. The government loves to announce a $1 billion package, but when you break it down, it usually ends up being about $12 a week for the average household. That's not even enough for a decent pack of snags. Don't let the good news in the budget be an excuse to slack off on your $50K or $100K savings goals. The government gives with one hand and takes with the other through inflation. If they pump more money into the economy, the RBA might keep rates higher for longer. It's a circle, mates.
The May budget isn't something that just happens to you. It's a set of rules. And like any game, the people who know the rules before they change are the ones who win. This week, I want you to do 3 things. Check your taxable income for this year. Look at your super carry forward balance. Turn off the news and look at your own spreadsheets. Don't let the headlines dictate your stress levels. Get your house in order now, and you can sit back on budget night with a cold one, knowing you're already 2 steps ahead of the tax man.
If you want to see my full post-budget breakdown as soon as the numbers are out, make sure you're subscribed and you've got that notification bell turned on. I'll be going through the fine print so you don't have to. I'm the Retired Aussie. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.